Okay, back for round 2 in the loser's bracket, so playing for my life. Won the die roll, have to mulligan. Have to mulligan this too. Like the 24 land 2 amulets usually doesn't give me this much problems. Like, you can play more lands, but I don't know what to take out for it. Like, I could take out a Read the Bones, but that's kind of meh. Or like Read the Bones for land, but I haven't drawn like a scarcity of land enough for me to think the number of lands is wrong. Like with Scry, it's usually pretty easy to draw the lands you need. I need to draw lands with this. I need to get lands to the top with this Omen Speaker. Please cast the thing. Okay, Keep Sweet Gorgon can go on the bottom. Swamp can stay. So hopefully he's very, very slow something deck. Temple of Triumph. Okay, he's the black-red-white control deck. Or maybe just red-white. But either way, Ashiok is extremely good against him. And hopefully Ashiok can just go unmolested, because he will never draw a Hero's Downfall. And this is how I win the game. It's unlikely. Yeah, he's just downfalling it right now. Oh well. No, maybe not. I think he just mistapped. He needs to tap this for black mana. Then he can kill my Ashiok. Yeah. So Thoughtseize his Stormbreath Dragon, I assume. 2 Elspeths, a Dragon, a Peak Eruption, and a Downfall. Peak Eruption's pretty awful main deck. I mean, like, it's fine, but red-green doesn't play... It plays mountains, but it doesn't play Chain to the Rocks, so you're just playing a land destruction spell against a ramp deck. It's not that good. Like, it's actually pretty bad. If I take... I can kill Stormbreath Dragon, I cannot kill Elspeth. So if I draw, like, Swamp Murder, Thoughtseize, I can get Elspeth, Stormbreath Dragon. But if I take the Stormbreath Dragon here, I can murder the Elspeths, but it'll have much more impact than the guys. So I think I'll just take an Elspeth here. And he has Elspeth, Downfall, Eruption, which is completely dead against me. And a Stormbreath Dragon. As well as a Mountain. Zendikar Mountain. That one. I'll go ahead and amulet for a nothing. Black land, yeah. He can murder my Omen Speaker, but that doesn't do a whole lot. I forgot to play my land before I attacked. Now I can't F6 through my turn. I'm not playing the Eidolon here because I don't think the beatdown plan is going to get there. Okay, I'm going to Thoughtseize his dragon now. Thankfully, oh gosh. Yeah, still Thoughtseizing his dragon. He drew another dragon. And I still don't think I can beat Elspeth, but I can at least beat dragon if I draw a murder or a... that's pretty much it. Thoughtseize his other dragon. Let's see what he drew. Probably another dragon, honestly. He drew a Chain to the Rocks, which I'm not afraid of. Chain to the Rocks is annoying with Keepsake Gorgon, but it's not the end of the world. It constrains his mana a little bit. So he's Thoughtseizing me. It's not that good. I don't have any cards worth Thoughtseizing. You should probably just take my Eidolon, honestly. Gorgon's not going to do anything against him. I have to spend way too much mana, and Chain of the Rocks is a 1 mana removal spell. Temple is very good here. Voyage's End I will put on the... I got both of his dragons. So his hand is Hero's Downfall, Chain of the Rocks, Peak's Eruption, and Elspeth. I don't think... I want an Ashiok, I don't want Voyage's End. Or I want a Hero's Downfall to kill his Elspeth. Read the Bones is very good for him here. Bottom top. I assume the top was a land, yeah. Off color, black land, in a 3-color deck. Yeah, Scry's probably better than whatever he wanted to use it for. Dissolve is extremely good draw. I'm still confused why he's playing Peak Eruption. It's only good against... It's like fine against red-green, but it's good against this deck. And this deck is extremely popular. Like, red-green is the deck in this format. I have to counter Dragon. Like, it sucks, but I can't let that resolve. Ooh, that was extremely fortunate. So beating down with my Omen Speaker. I'm gonna get there between Thoughtseize and Read the Bones. Should have removed my Omen Speaker when I had the chance. Ember Swallower, I can... He doesn't have 7 mana, so... I think I can just let that resolve. And Hero's Downfall at end of turn if he doesn't draw land. Hero's Downfall is a very good draw there. My plan was just to cast the Eidolon and block it. It's honestly still probably better. Not blocking because Omen Speaker is going to go the distance. I really want to bestow this. I guess I should have bestowed last turn if that was my plan. Because he's just going to change the rocks. But if I enchant my own speakers to chain to the rocks 2 things. This is legitimately difficult. I think I'm safe enchanting here. Because if he's playing off-color Scrylands, most of his lands should come into play tapped. So I'm taking a risk here, and hopefully it pays off. If he wants to use removal spells to push in damage, like he's not going to play Elspeth. It would have been better to dissipate or dissolve the first thing. If I draw my Peak Eruption, man, this is whoa. Lightning Strike. Not sure why you cast that instead of Chain to the Rocks. Can't cast Read the Bones or I'm dead if I don't draw a removal spell. Yeah, so I guess I'll just take 4. I think actually I probably should have just cast Read the Bones there anyway. Going 4 deep to try and find a removal spell is probably what I need to do. This Voyage's End is okay. Swamp's not that okay. So Thoughtseize and Read the Bones are both dead. He can draw Lightning Strike at any time to kill me. Well, it costs 5 mana. Okay. So this has to be... That's not good enough because he has the Read the Bones. He has a Chain the Rocks in his hand. So against red, white, black, I want Erebos, Disciples, Read the Bones, and Baleful Eidolon's not that good. I mean, it's probably fine. So I don't want these Omen Speakers. Don't want probably a Gorgon. I can take out these Eidolons. Voyage's End is how I kill his. I want to try Curse the Swine still. Voyage's End is how I get rid of his dragons before I die to them. Maybe I do need the whip. Maybe the whip was a little more important than I thought. Because I never drew Whip when I played it. I played it for like 4 days straight, and I just never drew it. I drew it once, and it was okay. It was never like that impactful. So I either need to play like two, maybe remove some two things, and then like play a land, an extra land as well, or I just need to play like zero. And zero doesn't seem to be working out this game, this daily. I keep going to two and being dead to like burn spells. So, um, I thought he's not that good against him. It's just a large creature. I'll just submit because, eh. No. Sounds fine. I can turn to Thoughtseize him. Since my only turn to play now is Baleful Eidolon. And he can always Thoughtseize my Thoughtseize, but I think it's worth it enough to see the extra card that it doesn't matter that he takes Thoughtseize instead of like a Downfall or Dissolve. Because at that point we're basically trading cards, right? Like he's trading his Thoughtseize for my Thoughtseize, which doesn't really. It just denies me information. Like I don't get to see what he has. Whereas if he Thoughtseized me and took a Downfall, I Thoughtseize him and took a creature. It's like the same thing. Like the Thoughtseize would be better for me in that situation, I think. I wish he would decide if he wants to mulligan or not. There we go. So Temple, I need to find an Ashiok, so I'm gonna bottom this Amulet. Even though I would like lands. A Crow and Horse is a card I'm gonna have a hard time dealing with. I think it's actually better against me than Ember Swallower is. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the horse and then try to deal with the other three cards somehow later. Dragon is probably the most threatening, but a Crow and Horse is one of the cards I just can't deal with. It's very hard for the blue-black deck to deal with multiple creatures, multiple small creatures. Like one large creature is very easy to deal with because of the Doomblade effect, but small creatures are harder. Erebus is a pretty good draw there, actually. It gives me something to do with my extra spells. Or my extra mana, rather. Ashiok is a good draw too. I'm gonna play Ashiok here, and he's either gonna murder it or play Ember Swallower. And next turn play Stormbreath Dragon. So if he plays Ember Swallower here, that's fine. Ashiok can take 4. If he plays Stormbreath Dragon, then I'll just murder it. Like I'm gonna counterspell the Stormbreath next turn. So I haven't hit a creature off Ashiok yet. Read the Bones is very good. I would like that to keep that card. So if he plays Stormbreath Dragon here, I'm just gonna counterspell it. That's fine. Plus this guy, cast Read the Bones. I'm gonna keep both of those. Both of those cards are very good. They're pretty much exactly what I wanted. I got a Crow and Horse off my Ashiok, even. Yeah, this Thoughtseize does not get my Dissolve, so he can take my Hero's Downfall. That's probably the best card he can take. Because then I'm unable to deal with Ember Swallower. Like, he has too many threats for me to counter Thoughtseize, which is why I didn't counter the Thoughtseize. Upkeep, what is this? Lightning Strike? He's gonna kill my Ashiok. That's fine. Didn't think it was that big of a deal. Gosh. So I'm just gonna leave him Dissipate past turn. Or Dissolve. I keep calling this Dissipate because it's what I've been playing for the past 2 years. So he's not gonna cast anything because that would be foolhardy. Until I find a solution to this Ember Swallower. Don't know why he would cast spells. This just lets me scry. It was lucky that the card was on top, but it's still, I think, pretty bad to just give me things. Ooh, 2 Ithonias. I only need 1 of them. Keepsake Gorgon would have been fine too. It's likely he has some sort of removal spell. He still has a dragon in his hand. I'm just going to dissolve this. I don't think I can keep this on top anymore. Let's see. If he has, I'm at 6 this turn. So if I go down to 4 and he's a removal spell for my Thonia, I'd pretty much die. So that's not good. I'll just draw the card with my Erebos. He still has a dragon in play, or a dragon in his hand, and a Hero's Downfall. He does not have the second black mana though. So I don't want to go down to 4 because, okay, so Erebos is definitely worse than Whip. I don't want to go down to 4 because then I'd die to his dragon. Pretty sure I bottomed that, right? I did bottom it. I just drew the 4th one. Okay. Casual, draw the 4th one. So he doesn't have a black source. Next turn I can kill both his creatures. But if he does draw the black source, then it's not good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess he's reading the bones? I don't know what he's doing right now. I'm going to block his Ember Swallower. I'm not going to get 2. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, Erebus is not that good in this deck. I can't really afford to pay 2 life, and it's never a creature, so it's not really doing anything. Like, it's good if Ashiok is in play and I can steal creatures, but every other instance it's awful. He didn't do anything with his turn. Okay, I'm gonna ult, or not ult Hythonia, but monstrous her, regardless. So if he chains the rocks, he chains to the rock my Hythonia and plays Stormbreath Dragon. An opponent controls. I guess I'll just go ahead and cast this. So I traded an Ember Swallower for nothing, and then he casts this and hits me for 2. And so next turn I can Voyages it, but I'm dead to Lightning Bolt. Or not Lightning Bolt, but Here's Downfall is good. I'd like to keep that on top. I'm pretty dead to any number of Elspeths here. Like at any point. I don't like that as much. Soldier's not going to do much. This horse isn't going to do much for me. It's just very traitorous right now. I could bounce my horse, but I think I'm just going to bounce one of his tokens instead. Like, it's about the same thing. Bouncing the horse makes him recast it, I guess. But then I'm dead to the soldier tokens. Bottom this. I need to find Hythonia or a keepsake. And now I need to find even more things because he looks like he's about to be a large creature. No, this is Elspeth. I can't beat an Elspeth. It's just too many soldier tokens. I have nothing I can draw that can beat that card. So that was pretty bad display, actually. So I'm going to rework this deck a little. So I'm going to end this video and we're going to try something else. I will be right back.